Good morning. It's currently 5:53. I am on my way to work. I know every MS patient who was diagnosed has kind of a story to tell. Mine's really no different. The day you're diagnosed is kind of something that you'll never forget. But mine kind of started out a little different. I started in the military. I was air traffic control, which I loved. And I was on my way to work one morning and I looked off to my blind spot and everything started just jumping in my vision. So I went to work that morning and said, "Hey, I can't work." And my supervisor said, "Okay, go to see the flight doc." So I went to the flight doc, and after him saying several times, "Do it again," because apparently my one eye was trying to correct and be in line with my other eye, which hurt. I finally said, "This does hurt." And he said, "Okay, well, let me call the eye doctor." So he called upstairs to the eye doctor, and he said, "I don't know. Send her downtown. I have no idea." So I went downtown to see an eye doctor. Got an appointment that day. So I went down there and was waiting, and I saw him, and he looked at my eyes and looked at everything, and he said, honestly, "I don't know. But I have a colleague coming in, and he might know. So I'll have you go get lunch and come back." I said, "Okay." So I went and got lunch, and I came back and I waited, and I saw another eye doctor, and he said, "I think I might know, but you have to have an MRI." I said, "Okay." I'm 21. No, yeah, I was 21. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I went and had an MRI, and I guess it wouldn't have been that bad, but the eye doctor called me on a Saturday to tell me, "Oh, I thought you had a brain tumor, but you don't. I'll let you know what you have at your next visit." Huh? So I get to wait like 5 days till my next visit with him to go, okay, well, crap, I guess I'm not dying, but what the hell? And so I went and saw him, and I was diagnosed by the eye doctor, and he told me. I calmly sat there and listened and went out to my car and cried for like an hour, and it was a pretty emotional day. And then I went back and told my chief controller, and he said, "Well, you know what?" He said, "My wife, the same thing happened to her. And even with the diagnosis, even if it's wrong, you're done. You're never allowed to control ever again." And that started my journey of slowly getting kicked out of, or medically retired from the Air Force. But I did. I fought to stay in so hard. Okay, well, I'm going to get coffee and go to work, so I will talk to you more. Well, the end of the day, I know I got a little emotional this morning, but as everyone who has a story was being diagnosed with MS can relate to, sometimes it's a life-changing moment that you can't take back. It's very sad. I was an airman. Actually, I was a senior airman at the time, about to test for staff, and the prime of my life. Well, but good things come out of bad things, because if I hadn't been diagnosed, I never would have gotten out of the military. I never would have met my husband. I never would have had my girls, and that I wouldn't take back for the world. So And of course, everyone who has MS has a story. No one's is better, no one's is worse. They're just different. So, but as you can tell with my lovely scrubs on and my beautiful nurse hair and very exhausted demeanor, it is the end of the day, thank goodness. So, and it's my Friday, or the end of my week, I should say. So I am going to go home, collapse, and hopefully get a nap. But right now I have schoolwork to do. So, and I am 3 classes away from my BSN, yay me. And then who knows where I'm gonna go from there. But I thought I would share with you my story of being diagnosed. Because of my diagnosis, like I said, I was medically retired from the military, which was a process in itself, because I tried to fight like you know what to stay in, because I loved my job. But when I found out I couldn't do my job anymore, and I found out that I couldn't have the life in the military that I wanted, which meant, you know, going places, going overseas, going different bases, since that wasn't going to be possible anymore, then just all of a sudden didn't seem as worth it. But it worked out for the best, and now I'm a nurse, which honestly, if it wasn't for my husband, I probably would not have gone and tried to do that. And now I've been working as a nurse for almost a year, and I love my job. And so I hope everybody is staying safe out there, and have a good day.